What is up, YouTube? I'm back with another collective daily guidance. I'm gonna spray some cleansing spray. It is Palo Santo spray, guys. Okay? Gonna do that. Spray that on my wrist. Alright, guys. Smells so good. I love this one. Alright. Let me go get my drink. Give me 1 second, okay? Sorry, I just had to come get my drink. My drink. Matcha, guys. So, now that we did the cleansing, give me 1 second. So sorry. I apologize. Usually I need it. It helps me, be able to mellow out the energies. So we're gonna start with the Instant Oracle book. Instant Magic Oracle book. Okay. Number 171 could be significant. It says, more gratitude, more blessings, YouTube. Now, we are going to put it on there with our little, I will strengthen you, Isaiah 41:10 little magnet bookmark. I do like to look at the bottom of that page that we opened because there's also a little message in there. I always feel like it says, for true alignment, always start with the question, am I being true to myself? Okay, so for true alignment, 255 on the countdown, it says always start with the question, am I being true to myself? But again, the energy, the relevant energy here is more gratitude, more blessings. All right, so thank you, Father, for waking us up this morning. Thank you for the blessings that we have received, may receive, are receiving currently. Amen. 3, 2, 2 on the countdown. Thank you, Father. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our Archangel prayer. Excuse me, 333 on the clock as I looked up. We are going to start with the star codes astro. Guess what, guys? 344. I found my lapis lazuli. So we're gonna stick that right in my pocket. So no energies. 355. Ooh, the sun is coming out bright. Confirmation. So that no negative energies, try to attack or block my throat chakra, as these are the messages for my collective that need to come out. Okay, so we're gonna tap in, like I said, with the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck. It has the planets, the houses, and the zodiacs, along with some other astrological, placements and stuff. So we'll tap in 443. I am going to read from the book, guys, so you guys could kind of get a better understanding of the message. Don't forget to hit that like button if you resonate, guys. Okay. We invoke the blue light of Archangel Michael to surround and protect us from any and all negative energies, seen or unseen. We ask to be a clear channel of divine love and healing. We ask for courage, strength, confidence, and faith so that we may safely walk this earth with an open mind and an open heart. We thank you for your guidance and protection that surround us at every moment. Amen. As above, so below, so mote it be, so help us God. Praise Jesus. So 544, the card that flew out, it did fall on the floor, so somebody doesn't want you to remain calm. It says solar calm, clarify. They don't want you to clarify. 554 as I looked up, but maybe 555 is significant. So solar calm is what's coming out, and clarify. So somebody doesn't want you to clarify. Number 16 could be significant. 611, yeah. This could have to do with the first house. You see the distractions with the first house and the sixth house. So this first house is all about you taking action, leadership, will, determination, your willpower, doing it here in the now as well. In the sixth house, this is in regards to your work. So with solar calm, there's a solar calm here that is going to allow you 644 to clarify something. We've got number 10 here, Capricorn, achieve. Okay, you'll be able to clarify, which will allow you to achieve something. Okay, that is the surrounding energies. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could have this in your chart. Also, the 10th house could be significant, or the first house again, right? Clean slate, new life type of energy. So yeah, let's go ahead and read on this. I really feel like somebody here doesn't want you to clarify things for people. Maybe doesn't want you to help bring some type of calm. You could be connected to the planets, to, you know, the astrological stuff. You know, you could really be connected to this, and you help clarify in some way. So for some of you, I'm getting some of you could even like work with even NASA, or like science of some sort that's got to do with like the weather. Okay, and maybe you are someone who perhaps is like, you know, all about like bringing out clarity and able to clarify, or someone who likes to clarify what's really going on. And I feel like somebody doesn't want you to achieve this, because if you put out this information or are able to clarify, this is on a larger scale, guys. What I'm tapping into right now, it's gonna allow, you know, everyone, I feel like, right? Because everyone, I feel like, is somehow connected to the planets and everything, right? All life, the earth, everything. We live in a planet. So it would help achieve something. And I feel like that's why that card, solar calm, clarify, fell to the ground, because somebody wants this to fall. They don't want people to be able to clarify what's really taking place here, because then it allows you to clarify what you can achieve possibly. Capricorn talks about authority, talks about, you know, 10th house can talk about, you know, the things not only you're trying to achieve, this is your success, your career, you know, your destiny, that type of stuff. So again, on a larger scale, guys, this is a collective. This is what's happening here. But the fact that it's here on the board, the solar calm clarified, despite, you know, those that want this to fall off and not bring clarity, it's still here. And I feel like a lot of us are, you know, kind of tuning in. And the reason I say 944 is because I'm looking and reading the energy of the card, and I'm seeing all this just like tuning in, right? It starts from the big circles outer, right? And it's just like all connected, and it's tuning in. And in there, I see the planet Saturn. To me, it reminds me of Saturn, right? The cycles, the lessons, that Capricorn energy, right? And so interesting because my clear quartz just tipped over. So yeah, and this is all about clarity, right? This stone, 1022, as I picked it up and said that. But anyway, so I see it as going right, and then it keeps going, 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 until it all starts coming to the center. And now you're aligned, which means therefore you're able to clarify what you're able to achieve, that you are the authority of your own life, your own destiny, your success. 1055. Okay, so let's talk about it. 16. Card 16. Or let's read about it. It says, solar calm, clarify. When the sun is calm, with few sunspots or solar flares, its steady energy is quiet and soothes any turbulence in our solar system. The volume is turned down on all other aspects of your astrological chart. Telescopes see farther into space. People tend to search for the metaphysical. Plant growth slows down on Earth, but the arts and creative processes often blossom. Politics tend to be opinionated but quiet, attitudes more entrenched. It's a hard time to start a revolution. Action. Just appreciate the deep, energizing quiet of this time. Work for steady progress and play the long game. Listen to your muse and support the arts. Take a creative approach and work toward positive change within the systems that are now in place, with gentle, steady pressure. Find like minds and grow those deep connections. Listen to the quieter voices that are not usually heard. Whether this is the whispering voice of your intuition or the subtle voice of the introverts or underrepresented. In romantic relationships, hold hands and look for places of quiet refuge together. Build relationships now that will help you to manifest needed changes when the tide turns and the sun activates. Challenge. It is not the time to push ahead or spark change if you try to motivate practical change in your life or try a totally new approach. It can feel like trying to light a match in the fog. Be patient and the fog will clear in time. Gift. Meditation helps. Turn down the noise out of the outer world and listen with clarity to the knowing within. Let go of the details of the story and feel the call to spirit, to connection, to the interconnectedness of all existence. In this quiet clarity, you can see far away to the distant stars and come to understand the overarching patterns. 1323. Booyaka. I hope that was clear. It was clear to me. I hope it was clear to y'all. If not, you can always rewind it and listen to it again till you get a clearer understanding. I mean, how else do we learn, right? I remember when I was in school, if I didn't understand what I was reading, I would fucking go back and reread it. And sometimes I would have to go back and reread it a few times. But that was usually, now that I think about it and realize it was because I was always trying to rush. I always felt a lot of pressure at school, like especially during tests and stuff when we were being timed. Oh my God, it was like so nerve-wracking, and I would just rush through it and it would just backfire on me. So now I take my time, and if I have to go back and reread it and not stress myself, because I would do that. I would go back and reread it so it would take me longer. But I would be like stressed out to where I didn't have clarity. I couldn't clarify what I was reading, right? So I guess that's a message. So let's read about Capricorn, 1441 on the countdown. Okay, achieve. Capricorn asks us to dive deep into the sea of collective consciousness, to find a worthy dream and then work on it, and walk it to the mountain tops. Capricorn, the cardinal earth sign, is ruled by Saturn. Okay, its symbol is a mer goat, half sea creature, half mountain goat, and the sign is connected to our bones and knees, the equipment we use to climb stairs and achieve our goals. The sun shines in Capricorn December 21st through January 20th. Action. This situation needs a good, healthy structure, foundations upon which you can solidly build. Capricorn imbues ambition and drive, determination, willpower, and precision. When used with integrity, these qualities culminate in the gift of leadership. The Mergoat reminds us to dive deep into spirit, into the dream world, get a vision for the good of all sentient beings, then do the work needed to manifest it. Find motivation, set a goal, and build with integrity. Mountain goats climb easily up and down, but aren't as comfortable on flat terrain. Capricorn energy Capricorn energy can leave you depressed when you feel flat and see no progress. If you can't fish, mend the nets. Look for what can be done now and make it a project. Make short-term plans that take you to medium-term goals and help you climb your mountain over time. Celebrate each step. Capricorn encourages you to practice skills, something about embrace, and develop spiritual disciplines. Learn to control yourself, not others. Lead rather than dictate. Look for good guidance. Okay, so maybe some of you are receiving bad guidance. 1644, yeah. Okay, look for guidance from elders, good guidance from elders or experts, and grow your personal authority. Develop confidence through your portfolio. Observe and savor not what you think you can or can't do, but what you've actually done. So stop thinking, oh, I can't do this. Oh, well, I did this and it was not the right thing. They're telling you, don't think of what you can or can't do, but what you've actually done. Challenge. Keep an eye on the power dynamics. Without integrity, Capricorn ambition can enable gross manipulation, control, a tendency to become controlling or manipulative when feeling anxious. Do not fall in love with others' competence. Let it inspire your own gift. Wisdom, grown over time and through mature experience, is the gift of Capricorn, as is connection to the spiritual traditions and disciplines that offer a sound foundation for our evolution. So you see, work on these challenges. If you guys, are having so much ambition where now you're starting to manipulate in a gross way or enable that type of behavior just to control some type of tendency or to become controlling or manipulative when you're feeling anxious and stuff. It's telling you, don't do that. Keep an eye on that, because 1833, that is you trying to control. And in fact, when you get in that energy, you're thinking you're controlling, and in fact, it's the whole energy controlling you, the negative energy. Okay, it's like one's own demons. So we have to learn how to discipline that, how to structure ourselves, catch ourselves when we are doing stuff like that. Because I can tell you one thing, when you're out there doing it in a gross manipulative way or controlling way, you might be successful at it for a little bit, but that victory or that feeling is not gonna 1911, it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. Why? Because it's real quick. It's like a spark, like a match. It dies out real quick. So again, it's a feeling that dies out. Why? Because you got it real quick, you manipulated, you controlled people, or you thought you did, right? Because in reality, you ain't controlling nothing. You think you are in your mind. The only thing that you are actually controlling is your own mind to believe that. It's crazy though, but I mean, whatever, right? When we're in that energy, we can definitely think like that. So it's telling you, You're supposed to learn from things, especially from challenges. 2002 on the countdown. Anything you've had to experience as far as challenges, and I know it sucks, right? But you have to embrace that. You have to use that as a learning experience, kind of like a stepping stone to elevate you, not for you to try to come down even lower than you already are by bringing others down. Like that is, and you think you're gonna elevate. Yeah, you might go up a step, but guess what? You already put others down, so you will eventually be taken down by others like you. Like that's what I'm saying. It's so, again, that's the challenge. They're telling you, also, do not fall in love with people's competence. If people think, well, that's beautiful. I love beautiful minds, guys. Free thinkers, all that are wiser, that can see beyond the veil, that type of stuff, but don't fall in love with just their stuff. Like, use it, 2111, use it to help you become a free thinker for yourself. Let it inspire you. It's like I always tell my chat on TikTok and even you guys, don't just go based on the cards that I'm reading or what I'm reading. I'm just reading energy for a lot of you guys. This is a collective. So, don't just go based. If you feel that something doesn't resonate, I have someone that comes here often. They say, they will admit, like, I'm sorry, but this doesn't really resonate with me, but I appreciate, and that's wonderful that person can be discerning, a mind of their own to say, you know what, this isn't my reading. This is not what's taking place in my life. Thanks for, just in case I notice little red flags in the future or whatever, right? It will help me avoid this energy. 2212, that type of stuff, right? That's how you're supposed to use this. Not to, oh my God, I don't resonate with that reading. It's not true and blah. It doesn't mean it's not true. It just means it's not for you. It's not your truth. And that's fine. That's fine. But again, let it inspire you. Use your own, like I always say, if you don't understand something I'm reading, a word that I use, go Google it. Do your research. Get your own opinions. If you like something, that some train of thought or way of thought that I have, or way of living or whatever that I have, right? And you like that, that's fantastic. But don't just completely consume that energy. Like, use that and then go do your research based on what I have said and see what you learn, what you resonate more with. And that's how you become, more knowing of yourself and not so lost in other people's, right, energy. Because my energy is here. I'm present as well. Doesn't mean everything is mine, but yes, a lot of this stuff, guys, is true. Even if it's not for you, it is for me. 2333, I have walked this shit, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. I can tap into this because I have walked this life. Literally 2344, as I said that. So yeah, it is true. It might not be for you at the time. Now, others of you that have done this, to get up, like, this message is for you. You need to understand why you get victory and then you find yourself back down, and then you look at the person that you dragged down and they had to freaking pick themselves up, Capricorn energy, all the way from there and make their dreams come true, and you're sitting here like, why? Hoping on their downfall, because now they're able to clarify and see. 2422, see what you have done, how you have tried to drag them, keep them in energies and cycles that they have been working hard to achieve their way out of. Okay? So 2441, if you're wondering why the hell 2444 you are seeing people rise and you have used manipulative tactics to try to keep this person from achieving something, That is why you are where you are right now. You're supposed to use the gift of wisdom grown over time and through mature experience. That is the gift of Capricorn. You're supposed to use this as a connection to spiritual traditions and disciplines that offer a sound foundation for our evolution, but rather you're trying to keep someone from evolving, from achieving things, their dreams. 2533, that is crazy to me. So there's that. I don't know why I even went that way, but that was spirit, bro. That was spirit did that. 2544, it was him. Look, they're like, we need to talk. Okay, we got green tourmaline. 2552. Somebody's mirroring somebody. It says, do you believe in unlimited supply in all areas of your life? Are you attracting loyal friends and colleagues? It's time to recognize that there is an unlimited supply, a myriad of opportunities, and unlimited potential available to you. Decide what types of people you want in your life, and know that you have the ability to attract them. 2629. So green tourmaline could be a stone if you like stones that you can work with at this time. And Archangel Raphael is here to give you a message and to let you know that you can work with him. Call on him if there's something that you're trying to clarify in order to achieve, etc., etc. It says, you can say this mantra too, guys. 2655. Archangel Raphael, I am healthy, whole, and complete. My body naturally regenerates and heals. My actions are heart-centered. I allow love in my life. I easily manifest my ideas. I always attract love, luck, wealth, and success. Bottom, 2722 on the countdown. We've got Sapphire. Are you feeling confused? Are you in search of wisdom? Remember, Capricorn talks about wisdom. And deeper spiritual insight. Engage in illuminating activities, such as meditation, contemplation, and reflection to better understand the true nature of reality. Pray. Allow for spiritual truths to be revealed. That goes with that clarify right there. 2757 on the countdown. And we've got Archangel Michael. Hey. Thank you, Archangel Raphael and Michael, for being here. This is another mantra, 2011, you can say. I am blessed with deep understanding. I have a clear view of the truth. I am grateful that I have mental clarity. My spiritual life is full. I love to share my blessings with others. I have great poise and grace. And guys, what does it say? I am grateful that I have mental clarity. What did we get on the Instant Magic 2838 in the Instant Magic Oracle? What did we start with? What did we start our reading with? More gratitude, more blessings, 2848. You see the confirmations? You see? I know you see it. I know you see it. Is that how it goes? Who sings that song? I know you see it. Is it Gorilla Zoe? I don't know if it's Gorilla Zoe. Shit. I don't know. It's one of them. Okay. So, it says, I have great poise and grace. Okay. So, Archangel Michael also. Yeah. And it says, Archangel Raphael helps to heal yourself and others. Archangel Michael offers protection, faith, clarity, and the removal of fear. Now let's tap in, guys. 2944. We're tapping in with the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Okay. For solar calm spirit, clarify. 16 to Archangel Raphael. I am healthy, whole, and complete. My body naturally regenerates and heals. My actions are heart-centered. I allow love in my life. I easily manifest my ideas. I always attract love, luck, wealth, and success. Amen. Ooh, you got two. You got two. And it says number 49 to be significant. 4th house, 9th house. And it says willing release. 30-33. Willing release, guys. I feel like this is something that you're willing to release. Maybe these, old patterns or cycles. And for those of you who have been manipulating and, on the lower side of the vibrations, they're asking you to be willing to release this. 30-55, okay? That is confirmation for you guys who are, on the lower end. Ears wide open as well. Number 33, that is your confirmation, guys. Some of you are in alignment. Ears wide open, especially if you are 33 right now, 49. Something about when you were 16 and 10, okay? And then we've got number 38 at the bottom, endless possibilities. Going along with Capricorn, achieve. Archangel Michael. I am blessed with deep understanding. I have a clear view of the truth. I am grateful that I have mental clarity. My spiritual life is full. I love to share my blessings with others. I have great poise and grace. Endless possibilities. Okay, so 3151 for my lower vibration that is here to learn, hopefully, right? Clearly that's why you're here. They're telling you there's endless possibilities if you're willing to release this energy, learn from it, and keep your ears wide open from now on. Your spiritual ears. Don't you think it's time you learned this lesson? Unless you want to keep getting up for a little bit, come back down. 32-22. You know how it is. Alright, 32-32. So let's read number 49, willing release here. Number 49 is 3303 on the clock, on the countdown, is the energy 7, which is the energy of thought, which would be the 7th chakra, okay, 3313. Thought talks about spirituality, ego transcendence, liberation, God consciousness, understanding, and wisdom. Back to that Capricorn energy. So, willing release, card number 49, the key concepts. Yielding to a divine plan, releasing attachment to form, especially if something isn't what you expected or wanted, leaving room for serendipity. 3344, amen. It says, some days you have to let go of your struggle to find an answer. And there's that clarify, okay? And focus on other things for a while. This doesn't mean giving up altogether or losing anything. Remember that in our co-creative partnership with the divine, give and take is necessary. You do your part by setting your intentions and taking any necessary actions. But you must then surrender the form, the timing, and the how to your higher power. There is a divine plan for each of us. When acting on this faith, you may find that your intense desire for something translates into a feeling of attachment and entitlement. Right now, can you immerse yourself in this experience and allow the divine plan to unfold as it will call on your behalf without interference? Can you be open to receiving what is yours even if it is not packed in the form you thought you wanted? Perhaps if you look deeper, you will see that you've received the perfect vibrational match to your most authentic wants and needs. You have put in the work to find your desires and felt them deeply and engaged your higher power. Now you must let go and see what transpires. This isn't always easy. Impatience erodes the foundations of your trust in the divine. Surrendering truly will serve your highest good. Knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? Knowing this truth in your heart, can that really be so difficult? Okay, let's talk about number 33, card 33. Ears wide open, and this is the energy 5, which is sound. Energy 5 is your throat chakra. Communication, creativity, listening, being heard, writing, ideas, sharing, and vibration. That is what sound. 3555. Ears wide open. Number 33. Key concepts. Deep listening as a gift we give to others. Understanding someone else's needs. Showing focused attention. Tuning into another and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. The world is constantly speaking to us and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard, when we feel insignificant. It's easy to over-explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now is the time to let all that go. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you're going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including that which is not being said. 3711. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and minds to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. Purposeful, open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. Letting go of the need to be heard or to be right, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open and you will find more than you were searching for. So for some of you, what I'm getting, those who are on the lower vibrational side, you could be like talking about somebody that you dragged down because you didn't see the outcome that you were hoping for. They're telling you need to release that and learn from this. For those of you, let's just say you're on the higher vibrational, or you're the one that got dragged down, they're saying stop talking about this. Learn this lesson for what it was. Confirmation, guys. Okay. So that's what I'm picking up on this, from this, with the willing release and ears wide open. Needing to let go of the need to be heard or to be right, regardless of who you are, right? When you do that, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open and you will find more than you were searching for. 3911, you're going to be able to clarify something. Excuse me, confirmation. 38. Which is the energy 6. We've got endless possibilities at the bottom. Energy 6 is called the energy of light, which is, the 6th chakra, which is your third eye. Intuition, vision, imagination, prescience, knowing, perception, and mental states. 3944. Endless possibilities, key concepts, unlimited potential, moving beyond limiting beliefs, and the filter of an unhealed past. Using your awareness to discern what is possible and having the courage to leap beyond even that. You look at the world through the lens of your life experiences, personality, and conditioning. That filter determines whether you believe in an abundant universe of endless possibilities, or various degrees of limitation and a finite range of options. When your expectations, unconscious or otherwise, are based on lack, it's difficult to see what is truly available to you. Today, ask yourself what you believe. Are there limitless potential outcomes to align your energy with? Do you know intuitively that there is more to life than meets the eye? 40-40. And are you willing to act on that knowledge? As you believe, so will it be for you. As your energy will attract its match in the outer world, conditions meet expectations. Either your world remains the way it is in various forms, yet essentially unchanging, or you become more. Everything shifts as you open yourself up to a greater version of you and a more meaningful life, discovering opportunities that better reflect your true self. This is the nature of your dynamic relationships with the divine. This is the nature of your dynamic relationship with the divine. Today, I'm getting like so many downloads, guys. Today, stand with open arms, knowing that you are stepping into beauty, into experiences that are potent and transformative. You are walking past the line that you and others drew long ago, leaping over what was and toward what will be. You are more than you were. Now, what is it that you want? The treasure is yours. You just need to believe it. What is it that you want? The treasure is yours. You just need to believe it. Yeah, it's like somebody's having a power struggle here with this. With the 38, third house, eighth house. We've got now these with the runes. We're now tapping into the runes. Look at, what do you want? What do you need? Need, constraint. That's what the meaning of this is. Letter N could be significant. Deities that you could work with or that you could connect with their story somehow is Skuld or Norn. Zodiac, Capricorn, confirmation. Look at that. Capricorn, Zodiac, Capricorn, Scorpio. Tarot, the devil, which represents Capricorn in the tarot. Astrological Saturn, we know it talked about Saturn, upright, endurance, restriction, desire, needs, self-imposed obstacles and limitations. What do you desire? You are your own 4343 obstacle and limitation. We've got Othala, guys. We've got Othala up in here. The meaning: homestead, land, inheritance. Letter O could be significant. Deities that you could be connecting with, or their stories are resonate with you somehow. Odin and Thor. Zodiac, Gemini and Sagittarius. Right there. Tarot card would be the moon. Upright, the home, introspection, ancestors, family, and stability. And then we've got I was 44 on the countdown. And it says, meaning you tree. So you tree could be significant. Surrender, surrender, willing release. 4455. Letter E could be significant. Back to the deities, back to Odin. Heavy on the Odin. Zodiac, Scorpio and Pisces. Heavy on the Scorpio. And it says, Tarot, Hanged Man. Somebody's deck. Okay, astrological, Neptune, upright. This is about endings, defense, life cycles, guardians, strength, trust, and responsibility. So what I'm getting here is you could have gone through, had to go through some type of endurance, okay? In regards to the home here, your family, anything like that. Endings. Some of you could have to go through an endurance of the home and ending. So there could be an ending to a home or something. Restriction. Okay, this also talks about restriction when it comes to introspection. So you're bringing your own restriction through your own introspection, like what you think and stuff. Okay, which is keeping your defense up. There's a desire here. A desire maybe that your ancestors had throughout the life cycles. There's a desire here. This could be in regards to needs of the family here. Guardian needs to protect the family. Yeah. This also talks about self-imposed obstacles. We talked about that, right? In regards to stability, perhaps. You need to trust. Okay? These limitations is coming from all this. What you think about the home, your introspection about your ancestors, family, stability. There's a responsibility here, I guess, that they had that now has been passed on to you. Bottom, we've got Sowilo. Sowilo talks about the sun. The meaning is the sun, wholeness. Letter S could be significant. Deities you could connect to or resonate with their stories, Baldur and Thor. So heavy on the Thor again, as well as Odin. We've got Zodiac, Aquarius and Leo. Aquarius and Leo. Tarot card would be the sun, so blessings and stuff. Astrological is the sun. Upright, this talks about life, energy, success, power, expansion, well-being, self-confidence, security, and uncontrolled force. Remember, we talked about expansion in, I think it was the Endless Possibilities card? I think so. If not, it was one of the others, the Willing Release or the Ears Wide Open. So yeah, there's some type of endurance in regards to the home and some endings here. But this is going to bring some type of life energy. Bring something back to life is kind of what I'm getting. There's restriction here, again, in regards to your introspection, which has you on defense here when it comes to your success, possibly. Again, the desire here of your ancestors throughout the life cycles. This is power, maybe the desire for power. Okay. There's needs here as well. Needs of the family. Require strength in order to have some sort of expansion. This is about self-imposed obstacles. In regards to stability, you need to trust. In the well-being of the family and stuff and yourself. This is about limitations. Again, limitations in regards to the home introspection, ancestors, family stability. But there's a responsibility here. Maybe you feel a responsibility to your family. This is about self-confidence and security. And you feel like it's an uncontrolled force. Maybe you're someone's child or something, or son or daughter. And you feel like obligated here, and it's kind of limiting you. I feel like you need to come into wholeness with yourself. Side little message. Somebody needs to keep their ears wide open. Somebody here. It could be a Capricorn, Scorpio, you or them, Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, again, Aquarius and or Leo. They are trying to get some information in order to achieve something. I feel like it's to keep you trapped in something. You are blessed, okay, with understanding the truth. So you're being given some type of truth here in this reading. This person's not willing to release something that already ended. So they're maybe coming to your child here, asking for some information. So keep your ears wide open, okay? Because this person doesn't look like they want to surrender this. Yup. You know what? I'm being guided. 5155. Yep, I'm being guided to get a favorite Bible verse here before we close it out. Spirit, Holy Spirit, give the collective 5225 on the clock. Give the collective a message. Okay. And it says 5233. It says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Dash John 15:5. We show it to you again. 52:55. And behind it says, be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. As long as God remains in you, and and you in him, you will bear much fruit. And it says, this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Psalm 118:24. And then it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. All right. 53:53 on the clock. We are shutting it down. I hope this helped. And I'll see you on the next one, guys.